we are sheep to follow the shepherd, the good shepherd, and the sheep know the shepherd's voice. And we are to be led by the Spirit of God within us. And a lot of times lately I've seen either on YouTube or I've heard people talk about what is a sin. And people kind of especially new Christians will come to me and ask, kind of debate between a list of things that are considered a sin. But really, while there are plenty of things that will lead to sin, it's really more of a condition or place. There are two trees in the garden, one that was life and one that was the knowledge of good and evil that led to death. And really, being led by the Spirit of God, He has called us to have a faith that works to other people and a faith that works to God. And within that framework, we maintain healthy relationships. And so faith is something that we are then receive our vision or our direction from the Father, just as Jesus did. And He said, I do but what I see the Father doing. And so we get our vision or our daily bread, our daily work, our daily understanding from the Father, and how He wants us to relate with Him and how He wants us to relate with other people. Once we have that set, really being in right relationship with Him and being on the right path keeps us from sin or missing the mark or being off the path. Being in righteousness is being on the right path. And so the thing is that sin is more of a state, more of a condition. It's like being off the path or being in a condition or a state where you're separated from God, or you're kind of out of His will or out of His direction. And while, yes, there are things that we do that will separate us from that, that's why it says anything not done in faith is sin. And usually people that want to twist those words to get their own way to do certain things, they're not trying to listen to the Father in heaven. They're just trying to still maintain some sort of self-centered lifestyle. And you can tell either you've taken your life and submitted it to God and you're living His way, or you're living it your way. There's just one or two ways. That's the whole human story. He wants to invite humanity into His family. He's been trying to do this the whole time. He's been trying to have a human family and be co-workers and partners with humans. But to do that, we have a free will, and we have to submit that free will in partnership with Him. And so when we yield ourselves in faith, we end up doing the things that we know we get from Him, the things that we cannot see, and that is pleasing to God. It is by faith that we are made right before Him. It's our faith in Jesus that brings us right before Him. It's not our list of works that put us in right standing with God. Remember, God loves you and He has a plan for you. Thanks for watching.